So, hello and welcome to the first episode of Dynamics Indiallectuals. I'm delighted to have you with me today. So, let me introduce you to our viewers. Our guest for today is Mr. Nilesh Mandani, Director at Dhyey Consulting Services Private Limited, a Microsoft Gold partner based in Vadodara, India. With over 15 years' experience in Dynamics NAV Business Central, Power Platform, and AI-driven cloud ERP solution. He leads Dhyey Consulting in delivering transformation digital services across industries. And I'd like to also mention that he has recently been recognized as charter member of TIE Vadodara. So congratulations on that to you, sir. And this reflects his influence in entrepreneurship and technology in communities. So thank you for joining me today on Dynamics Intellectuals. So this is what I know about you from LinkedIn, and everybody knows about you from LinkedIn or any other website. But other than that, anything that you want to mention, for example, how a typical day in your life looks like, what you do in your spare time, what are your hobbies, what is your favorite cuisine, anything that we don't know other than your professional life.
Sure, certainly. I think I'll start that the key passion mission which drives me and keeps me up and day and night is my routine and specific routine on discussing of how this industry revolves around this digital IT era and what issue they face, what difficulties they are passing through, and what could be the possible solution that keeps me charged and enough to work from even 10 to 12 hours a day. So yeah, that's routine looks like from Monday to Friday.
Oh,
Yeah, my favorite best time which I really enjoy is my biking. Uh, I
okay.
take my bike in Saturday, Sundays, and we go to the outskirt trips and a lot more on a bike, which happens with where I can talk with myself and try to explore what could come out next. Yeah, with that one of passion which I drives.
Great, perfect. I think it's quite needed with the people like your schedule, and it's very rare to see people considering themselves as biker because normally in corporate people just use car, reach to office, complete their work, get back to home. But what you have mentioned, I think this is what revitalize you. Okay, so you are now the director of a very good company, and you might have started somewhere, and I'm quite sure the path wouldn't have been quite easier. You would have your ups and downs. So what happened, how you started in your career and how you reached here, what were the things and the challenges that you faced? We just want to learn from your journey a bit.
Certainly, I'm glad that being podcasted with you in the to know about the journey where we have started. So it has all started with instincts, and the instinct was that my past performance, or I would say past job profile, is more on Oracle, where or I have started with my journey with an Oracle ERP, which is owned by 3 Infotech in those days.
Okay.
Generally, that is an ERP which is having a stronger footprints of Oracle forms and reports, which we were implementing a lot for Gujarat-based organizations. Our
Okay.
typical manufacturers, or I would say Gujarati manufacturers, has key need where they really want certain modification to get it happen within the ERP. They don't want to tend to a standard out of box framework ERP which ask them to follow, and that's the
Correct.
critical point which make them upset. But as they have invested, they have to stick to certain rules of ERP in their journey. That was the key problem area which I were focusing, and that is the thing which I found that the Gujarat as a community and the manufacturers which is revolving around having their base in this particular line.
Mhm.
I should support this as a community, try to understand what is the larger gap. And the first gap which I found is a language, where the standard language which ERP speaks or many of the jargons, it didn't get imparted to a lower level of executives in any of the manufacturing organizations. So the first problem drove me to open up day consulting is to fill the language gap where I could understand, as I understand the ERP as an industry, ERP jargons and ERP functionality, why not I should help my community to go to the depth of it and try to utilize. And I don't know, at that time we don't know how that could help them in their day-to-day routine, but I was certain about driving linguistic problem solving approach to adding value to their day-to-day routine. That was a key goal which we have started. And while we start, we understood that, as a company or as a business, I can become big as an elephant, or I need to kiss an ass of an elephant. I have to be either of it. In which, yeah, and we choose Microsoft because that's the elephant which was running here and there. And then I try to learn a metaphor at those particular days, which I called as you know, a calm water enterprise, which is capital intensive organizations, which has initially capital invested 5 years. For example, refineries, they first put research to where the oil can be explored and then put their capacity or funds to build and refineries, and then post 5 years they get the revenue.
Exactly.
As these are the capital industry intensive industry which needs to be organized in a way where they really need that the external variables such as COVID or any price gap war could not disturb their revenue cycle. So I call them as a calm water enterprises, and that's a metaphor, by the way. So I understood that those are the organization which won't be or would not be pretty much affording a change in their business because as they are capital intensive and as they've invested capital for next 20 years, they can't afford a change. But there is another side which I call as a white water rapid. Those are the companies which face a lot of constant changes. So as you drive your boat in uncertain terrain or in a water, these are the one which splashes the white water up across the chain where each changes is giving them turbulences and they are the target. So based on I could see the vision of Microsoft also at that time that whitewater rapid companies are called so-called dynamic by their business virtue. And from that I understood Microsoft mission vision that they are also focusing dynamics as a proverb or keyword towards this, where they are also focusing on whitewater rapid business who needs change and how those change need to be managed with the tech tools. So I found that that could be the right spot because that's SMB and medium scale enterprises where I could see much gap, and filling such gap with such Microsoft tools make a lot of sense. So that is the history where we have started. That was a problem area. And as I told you, everything started from small instinct to support local community. And then we built out the base on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, right now, if I ask you, because this podcast is basically for the community, which for the people of Dynamics 365 BC and NFE. And being in this community, I have faced this. I've got this question from many people from time to time, even from senior people, that should we change this product? Should we go from BC to AX or NetSuite or SAP due to XYZ reasons? They have their own reasons that this product is small, it has many gaps. Okay, the market is not good for this XYZ from time to time. But what do you think? I'm a BC consultant. I got into this from 2018, and I don't have any plans to change my profile or product. What do you think if somebody asks you this question at this moment, having, let's say, 8 or 10 years of experience in a particular product, whether they should change their product or not, and specifically, they should move from BC to any other product or not? Is this needed?
So I would suggest everyone that to become platform agnostic in the first place. If you are into adding value through an ERP as a product, then the ERP fundamentals doesn't get changed. Of course, the technical people who are doing technicals since a long of 10 years, but then I would also recommend them to become a platform agnostic, or I would say language agnostic in that case, because technology is meant for evaluations. And if you see in industry evaluations from ancient, then we switched over from gas turbines to electricity to many other phases which we see now. And now we are all talking about AI and most of other advanced platforms. So
Right.
technology is something which enthusiasts should follow to change the gears as and when the business demands. So technical platform can look at from BC to AL or to AX or Morphax or to Go and Oracle or anybody anywhere else. But post 5 years of experience of a technical background, also I could see they need to become a solution architect or they need to change their path to become industry experts who understand the functional requirement well, try to bridge the gap with their technical skills. So then it doesn't matter because architecting is something which would common across all the platforms. So
Right.
it is just merely an effort of learning a newer or advanced platform. But my fundamental to all is that be a platform agnostic because these giant manufacturers, they are having a lot of insights about the market. We are not in that talk. And they are the one who is steering this entire industry. So we will never know what is coming tomorrow. But the fundamentals remain same. So let's be a platform agnostic. That's the golden rule.
Perfect. 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 And again got this question very recently, and I think you'd be the right person to answer this. There was a fresher guy, and he started working in a company almost for about 3 months. That's all he has experience. And he asked me that, okay, I'm right now an intern in this company, and I'm been put on Business Central, which is a product for SMB. And he asked me that this is all I know for now. Maybe they will train me further, but I know there are two profiles, technical and functional. What should I pursue? As of now, I don't know what will interest me, but keeping in mind the career growth and the compensation that it might unlock in future, where should I go? So I have both the directions. Where should I go? Technical or functional?
So if you're an engineer, if you have done, engineering as your degree, or I would say the fundamentals, what you already passed through, then I would recommend to stick with your technicality as that's your core skill. So better to be in technical front and try to improvise from technical to as that's a solution architect. Then
Okay.
further chain of VPs, PM, and would get open up. So if you're engineer, stick to engineering and uh, try to learn and unlock the tech. Believe me, the tech is ever evolving. So your quick learning skill would help you to learn your technology here and then as you have already, passed your 4 years of engineering where you already learn in academia how to switch over from Java to C++ to VB to VC or any other technology of the programming language. So, and as you know that programming fundamentals remain same. If you want to write a loop, there could be another syntax to get it used. If you want to use an API, then you're just calling the class and use the functionalities. So if you're engineer, stick to it. If you have a functional background of financials,
Okay.
where you understand finance and supply chain better, even if you're in engineering, but your mindset is somewhat on the business side, then I would suggest that try to do an MBA and try to learn what is the business demands are. Don't just jump from B computer to be in the functional field, but try to adopt or I would say have brief understanding of business language and then switch over to the functional area. That could be the better way. And if commercial needs are priority, then and functional is the only option for you, then do part-time MBA to uplift
Mhm.
your skills.
Okay, okay. I think I followed a bit different path because I have done BTech. I started as a developer, but within 9 months, I realized that I don't want to do that because it was not quite interesting for me. But it is a very good profile. But yes, again, it depends upon the choice. Like you mentioned, that if you don't want to do this task for the 60 years of your life, then it will not be good for you. So I changed within 9 months to functional profile, and now still I'm in functional. I'll continue like this. But I understand you've said, and that should be the ideal thing to do. Okay. Any piece of advice for the freshers starting in the Yapi field? Just one piece of advice that you'd like to give to everyone to follow.
I would say that, have technology, or I would say, as your key strength, because understanding technology and revolving your knowledge base on technology is a key in current days. So, stick to technology, have a quick learning path. Let's not overdo, uh, don't procrastinate about yourself in terms of when to start, where to start. Just start. Whatever you have, just start and try to experiment yourself and try to do deep diving. Slowly, gradually, you will be there. So, any fresher, I would suggest that when you want to be in ERP field, don't think that when to start or whether it's a technicality would be there or not. Whether I would try to, uh, many interns or freshers which comes to even our company, I could see their face in terms of when they be here, okay, what exactly I'm doing, what I should be doing tomorrow. Because when they go to the manufacturing side, then they try to see that, okay, my other friends are sitting into the office and doing the development. What am I doing here? So if that's the concern, then this field is not for you. But I would say focus on tech to get it through in initial stage. Don't procrastinate, just start. Try to be in this field at least for 6 to 8 months. Have patience, and your perseverance will take you leap further. And this applies to all the industry, believe me.
Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Definitely, I second that. And you run a company, you deal with a lot of employees on daily basis, PMs, functional consultants, technical consultants, architects, everyone. Is there one thing that you find missing in almost everyone, or let's say most of the people, if you try to stereotype it, just one trait that you feel that should be here, but right now it's missing, and you want very badly in all of those peoples?
So I would say that the decision metrics, which is mostly missing, because what I see is that everyone should understand about how people take decisions. So there are a lot of decision biases available into the market.
Ah,
If you see, there is the anchor bias, there is the wisdom of crowd. There are a lot of biases which any person who start their job, they should understand that what drives decision making on day to day life. So even if you start your business, or if you are an consultant, or if you are an employee starting your day, first thing is you need to decide. And decision towards setting up your priority is at most important, as you need to finish your job in 8 hours. This is the thing which I could see, that they don't understand how people take decisions, other people take decisions, because your work is depend on further hierarchy of the people, and you must understand how my boss will take decision. The functional consultant should understand how PM is taking decisions. EM should understand how VPs should understand how steering or stakeholder make the decision. What is the priority for all of them, and then prioritize my list of things to get it done. So I would say decision biases and decisions algorithm should be known to the one who is starting just now. So try to, I would encourage everyone to learn that as in, uh, you know, in your day to day life. Try to take one decision understanding on a day, and then try to put more day by day. Don't try put everything on a same day, or I would say everything on a single day. Take one analysis and try to understand, okay, this is how people take decisions. Okay, I'll try to inculcate now, tomorrow in my day to day routine, so that effectively prioritize your task.
great, great, great. When I wrote this question, I was thinking that what could be the answer of this, because there could be many technical answers, but what you have said is about understanding other people, how they function, about their mind, the biases. So this is a very, I would say, answer which even many people will not expect, because that is on a very high level or philosophical level, but yes, it is very important because anybody can learn technology. I can go to Microsoft website, I can go to Oracle website, learn about those technologies, coding. But yes, learning these things, you will not even know what to search to get these results and learn about it. So yes, very well said, and thank you for this. Okay, now I'll move a bit about specific answers and then we will conclude looking at the time. Okay, now I'll talk specific to Business Central, the product Dynamics 365 Business Central. One thing that you like about this product very much, and one thing that you don't like or you miss in this product. You say that this is a big gap and it should be there. For example, quality management, but now we will get it in December. Many people were missing it. So, like this, one thing which you like and one thing which you find missing.
See, uh, first of all, I didn't see any single day that this is missing. So I don't have any list where this is missing. I always have the things that I really appreciate the Microsoft roadmap in terms of Dynamics 365 Business Central. Earlier, when it has launched like 4.0 SP3, and we're working since that version. So
Oh,
I was knowing that how this product has been uplifted from, I would say legacy to modernization. So I love each and every pieces of what is being launched, and I'm eagerly waiting what would come next. So I like everything. And uh,
mm,
recent updates on AI agents is driving us crazy. That now how the licensing is being categorized by Microsoft, how the agent is gonna work, what are the value add activity and non value add activity which Microsoft focus to automate using agents. So these are the things is day-to-day routine to identify and separate it out in terms of understanding of our business model. So yeah, I like everything about this, and I didn't have any single piece which I could tell you that it's missing.
no, no, great, great. Because you have seen that journey. When I joined, I was fortunate enough to have the RTC client, but I came to
Mhm.
know from my seniors that okay, what you see, it was not there earlier. I saw somebody using classic client, and I saw, what is this? Is this a different software? Because I came into this product in 2018, but I understand where you are coming from. So you have seen the journey, how they have evolved, and I have just seen the screenshots and the images on the internet how BC or NAV used to look in earlier versions. So perfect. Now, just few things, and we will conclude. Any tool that you use in your daily professional or personal life and that is quite helpful to you that you suggest everyone to use.
I like a tool, I guess, if you can see over the internet, or I would say that easy to find is an Obsidian.
Okay.
Obsidian is the great tool for uh, outcome of that tool is your markdown files, which help me to link my thoughts because that's very important for me day in, day out, because many of the thoughts are staggered in day in, day out manner. So I want to ensure that my earlier thought is linked to next thought. So Obsidian is the tool which I use day in, day out, or that's the one tool which I use the most because that's where I'll try to write down my cases, my task, my linked connections, everything onto the Obsidian.
Great, great, great. I'm going to explore this tool now because you have suggested it, and
Sure.
I don't know why I have not heard about it, but yes, I'm quite sure it must be a good tool. So I'm going to explore after this call. Now, if we talk about the AI tools, because there are a lot of AI in market, ChatGPT, Gemini, then we have DeepSeek, a lot of tools. So, what tool do you use if ever needed for you?
It's all Microsoft. So I hope let you use 365 Copilot.
You are a very loyal Microsoft partner, I would say. Okay, perfect.
I have experimented all the tools, by the way.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
with 365 Copilot, I could see that I'm really getting what I want. Right? Other tools, I could sense that it is useful for different purposes, but
Okay.
the purpose in which industry we are, I could see the business jargons, and business is very well catered in Copilot as an tool. So business answers are very easy, quick, and accurate in all the manners.
Okay, so Copilot is the answer. Now, moving ahead from a bit on the professional side to a different side, any movie, any book, any series that you would recommend the audience to watch?
I like Korean series, and
Ah, great.
the one I could recall is the Eight Show.
Okay.
So
Ah, the game. It's like something based on a game or a people inside a game. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I saw this, and I think I have noted it down in my wish list, but I have not watched it yet. Yes,
it's
Korean
great,
series are
great.
very good.
Yeah, it's a great show where they are explaining how society works.
Ah,
So
okay.
I really like that. Yeah, it's a good show.
Okay, okay,
Fun
okay, okay. Great.
to see
So
that.
you like watching Korean series, and any book that you'd recommend?
Book, I guess I'm really liking the books of all Philip Kotler's. So
Okay.
any marketing principles by Philip Kotler is a very good book where Philip is not just trying to understand or explain marketing as the marketing things, but he really explain about how marketing is changing the shape of any business, or I would say how the marketing is infusing the changes into the business. So uh, I would definitely recommend Marketing Principle by Philip Kotler.
Great, great, great. Perfect. So I think I have got all the answers that I had, and we had a very nice discussion. So thanks a lot again for participating and being the inaugural guest. And it's very fortunate for me to have you in the first episode. And I'm looking forward to have you discussion in person and virtually whenever we get time. So thanks a lot again for participating.
Thank you. Thank you. And really
Thank
appreciate
you.
these initiatives. I think this would help a lot.
Great, great. Yes, because people don't get chance to learn from people like you are quite seniors. Even
Mm.
when sometimes I reach out to you, I know that you're quite occupied and I get answers in 1 or 2 words because I know what you're doing. I have responsibility of one project. You have the responsibility of whole company. So I know what you're doing, but still you reply. So that is a very different trait that you consider whoever is reaching out to you. So now I'm taking this and what the journey you have followed, the tools that you use, the movies that you watch, the book that you read, and I'm taking this information and sharing it with all the audience that we have. So thank you for doing this, and I wish you a great rest of the day. Thank you, sir.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.